The death toll following the 7.2 earthquake in Haiti continues to climb tonight. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kirsten Holmes. Steve Price has the night off. It's estimated that at least 1,297 people are dead. Haitian communities in San Diego are doing what they can to support their home country. News 8's Ariana Cohen spoke with a local pastor and a member of a Haitian nonprofit about their efforts.
I talked to a member of a Haitian nonprofit in San Diego. We delayed the interview many times because her phone was off the hook, as you can imagine. She even says one of her members, who was originally from Haiti, just found out he lost everything, including 4 members of his family.
The first thing we thought about was, oh Lord, not again.
The powerful earthquake is yet another devastating blow to Haiti, a country still reeling from a presidential assassination last month and never recovered from a catastrophic quake in 2010 that killed 300,000 people.
It seems like Haiti is not getting a break. It's one thing after another. It's man-made disasters, it's natural disasters, it's political turmoil.
Haitian-American Gerline Joseph is a part of the Haitian Bridge Alliance, a nonprofit in San Diego providing relief efforts to 10 families in Haiti so far.
We are focusing on families that are directly impacted instead of organizations and NGOs. We are working directly with impacted communities.
And my family is still back there.
The pastor and church members of the Haitian Methodist Ministry of San Diego say they are working on sending volunteers to Haiti.
Trying to get doctors and nurses to go immediately.
The pastor says his cousin lives in Haiti and his house collapsed.
Some people screaming for help.
You cannot help to feel a little bit depressed for a moment, for a second, even despair. But because we know that God is in charge, then we have hope.
It is extremely painful, Ariana, and I can tell you that my heart is in a constant knot. My soul is constantly crying. As we say in Haiti, un pile main chay palou, which means many hands lighten the load. The Haitian people, we are tired, but at the same time, we are strong and we will keep pushing.
The Haitian Methodist Ministry is having a special service tonight at 7 where anyone from the public can attend. They plan to take a moment of silence for those in Haiti. And if you would like to make donations, we have those links up on our website. I'm Ariana Cohen for News 8.
A dire situation in Afghanistan tonight as the government collapses and the Taliban takes over control of the capital city of Kabul today. Earlier, Afghan President Ashraf Ghani fled as militants swept into the city with little resistance. Personnel at the U.S. Embassy were evacuated to the airport while Americans in the city are being told to shelter in place until help arrives. While both parties have favored ending the nearly 2-decade-long war, a lot of people are surprised at how quickly things collapsed amid the American pullout.
The fact of the matter is, we've seen that force has been unable to defend the country, and that has happened more quickly than we anticipated. The idea that the status quo could have been maintained by keeping our forces there, I think is simply wrong.
President Biden is facing criticism amidst the situation in Afghanistan because he was spending time away at Camp David. He is, however, expected to address the nation this week. And a person is dead this afternoon after their car went off I-5. This all happened just before 9 this morning near the Las Flores viewpoint. CHP says a speeding blue Subaru Outback was driving recklessly and swerving before they crashed into a tree. The Outback's roof was ripped off in the crash and a body was found on the ground next to the vehicle. We don't know who the victim is and CHP is still investigating. And in University Heights, a driver and passenger were taken into custody after crashing a golf cart, hurting a third person. It happened just before 11 near the intersection of Adams Avenue and Florida Street. According to San Diego police, the person that was hurt was riding on the back of the cart. They were taken to the hospital. They're expected to be okay. It's not clear what led up to that crash. New polling shows a majority of Californians approve of the job Governor Gavin Newsom is doing, but Republicans appear to be more motivated to vote in the recall election. A CBS YouGov poll shows the governor with a 57% net approval rating, with the strongest marks on his handling of the virus response, the economy, and wildfires. However, only 52% of likely voters surveyed said they will vote no on the recall question. Meanwhile, 78% of Republicans said they will definitely vote, as opposed to 73% of Democrats. All registered voters will soon receive a ballot by mail. Election Day is set for September 14th. The Dixie Fire continues to ravage Northern California's forests, turning into one of the largest wildfires in the state's history. As of this afternoon, more than 550,000 acres have been burned. That's more than 1.5 times the size of Los Angeles. It covers 4 counties, all of which have evacuation orders underway. It is 31% contained this weekend, and thankfully, there are no reported deaths. Now, for the amount of destruction caused by this horrendous wildfire, fire crews were able to make some silver linings happen. Check this out. An elderly woman had to evacuate her home for more than a month as the town of Greenville was burned down. San Diego fire crews were there and managed to help her collect her belongings, which ended up surviving the blaze. Thanks to SDFD, she was able to get her husband's ashes and wedding photos. The 2018 wildfire season was also extremely dangerous for California. Around 30,000 families lost their homes. But now 6 San Diegans went up to the town of Paradise to help build homes. Paradise was almost wiped off the map due to the campfire. The team of San Diegans are part of the international relief teams, and they'll be there for 1 week rebuilding that community. All right, back here at home, it was another warm temperature day, but some cooler conditions may be on the way. Carrie Lane is in for Sean tonight. She joins us now with a first look at that microclimate forecast. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, good evening. Yeah, today was rather warm, especially for the inland valleys. The coast was the place to be. Hopefully a lot of you headed to the this lovely Sunday. Along the coast, we are currently in the low 70s. As we push inland, you can see the jump in temperatures. Mid 80s for most spots. Ramona a little warmer at 89. Julian in the upper 80s. Borrego Springs still sitting in the triple digits at 103. As for the temperatures from this time last night to now, you can see we're actually a little bit warmer, especially out in the mountains and deserts. Julian about 5 degrees warmer, Borrego Springs 7, along the coast pretty similar to what we saw yesterday. We saw some clouds move back in as well today too, most of it being down in the southeastern corner of our county. A lot of cells popping up too this afternoon. Could have gotten some precipitation down in those areas, most of it south of the border. Coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to tell you where we could get some precipitation over the next couple of days, and I promise there is a cool down on the way. I'll have those details in just a bit. Kirsten?
Excited about that cool down. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, so a local military veteran is not slowing down even after turning 100. Today, World War II paratrooper Tom Rice celebrated his big day. You see it right there on your screen, jumping out of a plane. He did the same thing back in 2019 to commemorate the anniversary of D-Day. News 8's Allison Royal was in Coronado today when the vet took to the skies for an unbelievable birthday celebration.
Well, it is a beautiful day here in Coronado and a great day to turn 100 years old. And what better way to celebrate than by jumping out of a plane?
Imagine jumping out of this plane. Now, imagine doing it at 100 years old. That's exactly how World War II veteran Tom Rice celebrated his 100th birthday on Sunday, from up above with a parachute. You could hear the plane circling the Hotel del Coronado as supporters cheered him on. It seems nothing scares this veteran. Not aging, not even jumping out of a plane.
I can take off my skin and dance around in my bones. Don't look, though.
The D-Day veteran was one of the thousands of Americans and Allied troops who parachuted into gunfire to storm the beaches of Normandy back in 1944.
I didn't get hurt. I had too much equipment. I had 137 pounds of equipment, so I rolled with that. I tried to get out of the harness and couldn't do it, so I opened up my double zipper here and took out my switchblade knife and started cutting through.
As everyone looked up, Tom jumped out of a plane yet again with an American flag, a moment so beautiful and patriotic. The crowd broke out in song. A flawless landing for the 100-year-old athlete that still does CrossFit.
It's tremendous. It's different from way up there. I wasn't sure where I was at first.
Tom has a message for young people in San Diego on this beachy day and anyone with sky-high dreams.
Stand up and make a decision and stick with it.
If you missed this on Sunday, don't worry. Tom said he plans to go skydiving for his 101st birthday next year.
The sky is the limit for you, Tom. Happy birthday.